there, welcome to our channel and welcome back to my kitchen. Y'all come on in. Today I got a story for you. We love bull peanuts, and you only get raw peanuts at this time of year, and then only for a couple of months. And so I went to the store and the box was empty. There was no peanuts. Well, I stand there going like this and looking, and I was about to go find the produce manager to see if they had some in the back or something. And this little old lady come up to me and she said, "You know what? I came in here to get peanuts too, and they didn't have any." She said, "But they have them at the Piggly Wiggly. My husband said they are at the Piggly Wiggly, and he thinks they're less than $2 a pound." Now at this store, they were $2.57 or $2.59 a pound. So I was like, "Well, wow, that's $1. That's almost $1." So I said, "Okay, when I go to town next week, I'll go to Piggly Wiggly." Well, when I got home and I told Randy there wasn't no peanuts, he said, "Well, you can just strike a trot on up there to Piggly Wiggly for they don't have any peanuts." And I said, "Okay, fine." So Tuesday morning, got up, went into town, went to Piggly Wiggly, and I got my peanuts, which I can't show you because I've already made the peanuts and he's already ate them. But if they have some next week, I think I'll go back and get some more, because at $1.67 a pound, I got 3 pounds, and he got to just totally pig out on them peanuts, because they're, like I said, they're only out one time a year, and you either get them or you don't. So I'm gonna go back next week and hope they still got some more at the Piggly Wiggly. But while I was there getting my peanuts, I walked around to the meat department, or I walked around the side, and the first thing I come on was these collard greens. And they had one of them fancy little stickers on there, and they were 66 cents, okay? Well, that grabbed my attention, and I got one. But then, to go with it, I had to pay $2.67 for the mustard greens, okay, because they weren't on markdown. So, still, I got under $3 in my green pot. So that's a winner. That's a winner. They had chicken on sale. Now I got to put my glasses on because I forgot how much they was on sale for. But, okay, first off, I found chicken thighs. Now, we prefer chicken thighs 99.9% of the time, but the other 1%, I buy chicken breasts at Aldi because they usually have the best price on chicken breast, and I get one of them big family packs and one of them giant breasts to feed me and Randy both, so I just generally just go ahead and do that. But chicken thighs, I like the skin on, I like the bone in, and most of the time they don't have that at Aldi. They usually, they're boneless, skinless, bloody-da-di-da. Anyway, Piggly Wiggly had these bone in, skin on, for $1.14 a pound. That is really good for around here. I mean, I don't know what you can get it for, but $1.14 is awesome here. So I bought 2 packs, which is easily 5 meals for me and Randy. Between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 3 pieces of. Okay, you get it. All right. Then they had family packs of chicken wings. They had for $3.12 a pound. I really think that's ridiculous. I honestly think that $3.12 for chicken wings is beyond ridiculous. But they are $4, $5, and $6 a pound everywhere else. So it was a good deal for now. And I still only paid $10.64 for the pack because it's a 3.12 pound pack. So it's $10.64. Oh, I forgot to tell you what the chicken thighs were. This whole pack of chicken thighs was $3.79. And this one was $3.35. So that made up for that, basically. Then they had the whole or half bone-in pork loins. They were $1.47 a pound. So I went ahead and picked up 2 packs of those. That's, I don't know, there's probably 4 meals in each one of these. So that would be 8 meals This pack was $6.91, and this one was $6.94. So for $14, I get 4 to 5 meals. Okay, and I actually, honestly, I bought the 2 packs of the pork chops because I felt like my father-in-law would really enjoy a pack of pork chops. So I got the 2 packs, and when I got home, I called him and I said, I got these pork chops and they were only $1.47 a pound. Would you like some? And he's like, well, I would have, but I just went today and bought some, so now I don't need none and I don't have any room. And I'm like, oh, dog, I get to keep them. It wasn't a big deal that he didn't want them because, like I said, that's a lot of meals for us for a little bit of money. Okay, and right there in the pork section next to the pork chops, they had, you're not gonna see that because we already ate it. They had fresh country style pork ribs, and these had the reduced sign on them. And it was, I don't know what it was, but it was almost twice the money. Originally, it was $11.98, and it was marked down to $6.90 at $1.50 a pound. And I got almost 5 pounds of country style ribs for $6.90. Win, win, win. I love that. But since it was a reduced and you need to do something with it today, and this was yesterday, I went ahead and cooked those ribs because I'm not losing them after I spin it. Okay, so we had ribs, and we're gonna have ribs again tonight, and we'll probably have ribs again tomorrow. I just make different veggies, make it look like a different dinner. Yep, that's what I did. Then they had these hams, and the hams it was $2.54 a pound, and it's 9.3 pounds. So it's all, right there at 9 pounds. That's a lot of meals for us. That's a lot of fat and stuff for stuff like this, or beans, or whatever I want to do with it. A great big bone. So that's a lot of meals. It was $23.67. It was $23.67. But I couldn't tell you how many meals I'm going to get out of that. So it was a good deal. I really like to get hams around the holiday, but I've used them all. I don't have any. And we really like sometimes for dinner, we'll just have a ham steak and some scalloped potatoes or something. Makes a really nice, easy dinner. And I've used it all. And they probably won't go on sale again till, around Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I don't want to go without a ham that long. So I bought it. I bit the bullet. And so there it is. All right. Almost last. It is the last of the meat I got. I got Farmer's Pride sliced slab thick cut bacon. It's a 5-pound pack. It was not cheap. It was not cheap. It was $23.80. Okay? That is a lot. But I use a lot of bacon. I just do. We cook with bacon all the time. I put it in my beans. I put it in even if I'm using canned vegetables, I'll put me a little bit, just cut me up a little bit of bacon, fry it in the pan, and then throw whatever can I'm putting in there. It just makes it taste better. It loses that tinny can taste if I don't have fresh veggies. It just makes a world of difference. And while we are on the subject of that bacon, y'all know I love thrift stores. I love to stop by, just pop in, see what they got. If I find something great, if I don't find something, I still had fun. Y'all look what I found. It is a bacon cooker. You can use it in the microwave or inside the oven. And you have bacon in 15 to 18 minutes in your oven. And it is so cool. It's from a company called Mud Pottery. Anyway, it says, the little thingy inside says, you lay your bacon over the top, and then you put it in a cold oven, and then you set your timer between 15 and 18 minutes. And as your bacon cooks, the grease comes down in here into the bottom, and it's got this little hole right here. And then it's got the little lip right here, and you can pour out and save your bacon grease. Then you can just pour your bacon grease right on out into whatever you're saving it in to save. I just thought it was too cute. Do I need it? No. I asked her how much she wanted for it because there's a sticker on it that says $34. And for $34, she could keep it. She says, oh, $4. Well, for $4, that is a cute little critter. So I bought it. And I guess next thing we'll do is one of my next videos, we'll see how that works because I haven't tried it yet. And the very last thing on the Piggly Wiggly haul is Folgers coffee. I love coffee. I'm not going to go without coffee, but it's getting harder and harder to buy. At Walmart, the big can of Folgers is now like $18. Absolutely crazy. This size runs around $12. I still have to buy it because I still have to have coffee. All right? I mean, I just do. So if y'all want to support my coffee habit, y'all can go down in the description down there and buy me a coffee because I will buy coffee. But anyway, all right. Piggly Wiggly had these for $8.99. I haven't seen coffee this size for $8.99, I know, in a year. Coffee has almost doubled this last year. So when I saw it for $8.99, if I'd have had more money, I'd have bought 10 of them. But I'm on a budget, so I just got to. I just have to keep hoping that I can find these little pop-up sales wherever they come, and that way I can keep up with my habit. All right, my grand total was $123, I think, and 80 cents. I took my glasses off, but I know it was $123, and it was closer to $124. There you go. And that's all I got. And I felt pretty vindicated when I left the store. But our checking account, Randy has it set up on this, so that can't nobody steal your money. When they steal your money. So it alerts him when you spend money. And I had spent that $123.80. He immediately picked up the phone to call me because I was just supposed to go get peanuts, right? So he calls and he says, did you just spend $123? I'm like, yep, sure did. I bought us some groceries. He said, well, it wasn't time to buy groceries. You just supposed to go up there and get peanuts. And I was like, well, you got to get it when you can get it. So I did, and he forgave me. But it is so funny how that thing works. If I stop and buy gas, it's like, he knows I stopped at the gas station. The only thing I buy at a gas station is gas. I don't even go inside. So he knows I bought gas. Everywhere I stop, he knows my route by where I spent money. And he can tell me when I get home exactly what I spent and where I spent it. I'm like, you know what? There is something to this modern technology stuff. They should not be able to know every time you stop. But y'all have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.